Hello, this is Alechius, and welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts as the French, as we turn over the year. Probably. It's December 1936 now. One more month. It looks like we have at least one fight. Of course that failed negotiation. Why would we stop? We have bajillions of dollars. Why would we accept additional unrest? I mean, it's only 2. That's not much. I don't really want to improve relations, but I don't want increased unrest. But we'll take the increased unrest. There's our port strike. I'm not going to fight that out. It's a single destroyer. Either they sunk it or they did not. Significant damage to one of our destroyers, that's okay. Sweden wants a destroyer. Koreans want 3. We poked the Soviets. I don't really want them to break free, as that could invalidate my invasion, which will be next month. Then we have a few months for Norway, which is up to 97%, which is excellent. And then with Italy, we cannot do the naval invasion. Why not? We're here. It looks like the Congo is close to being done. Finance is fine. Fleet-wise, building a lot of ships. We have the 1 battleship suspended. We've suspended a few heavy cruisers and some light cruisers. What do we have for space in the shipyards? We have 60,000 tons, which is not enough for that. Each might be able to unsuspend all the cruisers, though. That might be slightly too much. Gets us close to being fully ready. And we're about to finish a bunch of the destroyers. Yep, that appears to be everything that we are building, and we can move right on into 1937. We'll have captured Alaska. Can move on down to the west coast. We can lock the Americans out of the Pacific. That would be ideal. Oh, peace? No. I can pretty much take maximum. Nice. And I don't want your ships. You can keep those. 4.5 years for a major victory. turns over most of what's left of the Italian Navy. I think that leaves them with just the Congo, which the Army had done very well. Of the USS Wisconsin, 8 13-inch rifles, heavy secondary battery of 4 8.5-inch guns, capable of 28.5 knots against our mixed fleet. Outstanding. That is not going to go well for them. For our ships, we are looking at 30 knots. 2 at 30 knots, our bombards at 32 knots, and then our 14-inch guns at 36 knots. All of them can catch the Wisconsin. So I think we'll break up our 3 battleship fleets into their constituent parts. Keep the heavy cruisers with the bombards. We don't have to worry about any light forces. And we can aggressively use our own if we so choose. So we have the Iana, and Iana is part of our fast vanguard. Flounder is the bombard. So where's our 30 knot? Brennus. So this should be Magenta, Yarn. Iana's 30, Brennus is 36. You know what? We'll put those on Division 6. Because they're on the far left. I'll make them easy to track. 30 knots there. Alright. You guys get to go ahead. Bombard, which will follow. Then we have our slow battleships, our cruisers, our light cruiser, and then our destroyers. Save the torpedoes. Oh, the heavy 8-inch guns are on the secondaries. We'll leave the rest on auto. How's the Wisconsin looking? Damaged, but okay. And it appears we'll have ourselves a stern chase. Max speed, please. Lost a few crew, but took no real damage. There we go, spotted again. No hits. You know what? Fine. We'll close in. Our environmentals are fair. Ooh, flooding. If she slows too much, I'll detach her. What's our range? 16 kilometers. Ooh, she's seen some better days. Those are all misses. Looks like they're pumping out the flooding. Nope, they're still getting flooding. Looks like we'll have one hit. Right amidships. Looks like it hit one of the turrets. Some amount of flooding on board. Which is good. Means it'll be that much easier to close in with them. This is one possible. Ooh, she's listing. That's a lot of flooding. Alright, this shell is going to hit back aft. Over penetration. Through aft steering. I don't know how that over penetrated considering where it hit. That's more flooding. She's done. There is no escaping. Possible two. Those might have overshot though. Yeah, it looks like they went long. One possible. Two possible. Forward. Oh, structural damage. Where did they hit? Main deck penetration. 3 shells sunk the Wisconsin. Or was it the Minnesota? What they tell me? The Missouri class ship. Wow, that is a lot of flooding. Yeah, that was, wow. Ooh, a lot of transports lost for us. Scotland signs with Britain. Sweden wants some destroyers. We did get the Congo. Canada canceled with US. We gained Southern Alaska. Alright. What does that leave Italy with? How are you still in the game? You have no ports. Very interesting. Alright, let's take a look. Survey flags around the world to determine where we can start harassing the US. Probably Africa, but I might be able to just let the army take care of that. Might send the Strasbourg up to Libya and see what they can do. Meanwhile, our attack group here, I think I'll send them to South America? Uruguay. Yeah, looks good. See if we can get an invasion going over there. We have this fleet standing by for that uprising in Chile, which never happened. So we'll send them up to Ecuador or Peru. Ecuador's further up. We already have Hawaii. The Aleutians are a separate territory. Very well then. This is the main invasion fleet. We'll put it in standby, and I'll see if the lighter fleet is sufficient for taking Dutch Harbor. Politically, we can do a naval invasion of Ecuador, Peru, El Salvador. Let's do Peru. And then next turn I can do another one. We have 80,000 tons available. I want to prioritize the cruisers rather than that battleship. We're not prioritizing anything on research, right? Correct. Excellent. So we've got those moving. Everything else is fine as is. Rogue cruiser, rogue destroyer. You know, if you're gonna be like that, just sending your cruisers all over the place, I think we're gonna see if we can land in Maine. So we'll get them started in that direction. Much as I'd like to do Morocco, it's not really the priority right now. Got 4 heavy cruisers. The triple 8-inch. Bouvines class. Not seeing anybody else in other locations, so we'll keep things rolling right along. The war over in Italy, other than our adjustments, there's less to manage. Wear down the United States. Although they can replace their losses. We have not hurt them that much. 2 meeting engagements, a submarine. Yeah, and they're laying down a bunch of cruisers. I'm glad we're making cruisers. There's the submarine attack. Against our big boys. Not accomplishing anything. And then we have the Strasbourg, our 11-inch battlecruiser, against two of their 11-inch heavy cruisers. And their escorts. I think we got this one easily. Let's detach you. And peek. And we'll send Sagai over there. So we have the double screen. And our most injured kind of hanging back. Enemies in that direction. We have environmentals of fair to kind of middling. That appears to be their two cruisers. We are at 10 kilometers. Let's try to take advantage of that. Get broadside. First hit goes to us. Partial penetration on a main belt. Switch to armor piercing rounds. Two hits. One hit. Partial penetration. Smoke out, and they can go ahead, torpedoes free. Alright, 6. Half a dozen hits, including a flooding penetration. This looks like we're down to like 7 kilometers maybe. 6. Please avoid torpedoes. One penetrating hit. Torpedoes free all around. Although our screeners are, or followers, both screens are off to the side. So we should let them be. Let's come left. Keep all 3 quads on target. It's a good grouping. No hits though. Looks like the destroyer's got a hit in there. Speaking of, we can drop smoke for the other screens as well. Because of these torpedoes, I'm going to continue this turn. Rudder amidships, see if we can't steady up. Although we are kind of close. Yeah, might be. Got that salvo off. I'm going to keep hard turn, and we're good. We're clear of the torpedoes. Several hits. Torpedo detonation on the Chicago. Frederick. Not doing well at all. Let's take a closer look. Ah, I think I remember these guys. With the large single batteries. More torpedoes headed out. We're going to try to increase range this time. I don't want to target those. Please stay on a target. Hard rudder to starboard. And rudder amidships. She'll slide the last bit. Hopefully get relatively... Wow, are those electrics? Oh dear. Yes, they are. Oh, keep going, keep going. Wow, we lucked out that it was just the one. Let's bring the rudder back left. I think we're going to bring all of our screens in. Flooding and aft steering, unfortunately. We'll keep the slow 5 degrees left rudder. Torpedo hits destroyer. That's unfortunate. Secondaries on that destroyer. Finally got the main battery engaged again. Looks like I accidentally gave them an order to turn. That's unfortunate. Get a hard rudder, or standard rudder to the left. Nope, repaired the owl rudder. Excellent, some maneuverability again. We can get out of this bad situation. Ease the rudder. Torpedo detonations on the enemy heavy cruisers. Flooding on Mason. That'll be make for some good follow-ups. There we go. And not good hits though. Let's ease the rudder again. Or shift rudder. What is our range? 8 kilometers now. Destroyers are pounding each other. We're still on the Frederick. What kind of armor do they have on these guys? 16 inches on the guns. The rest like 8 inches. How are we getting bounces? There's a good penetration. Secondary tower, so it's a superstructure hit. Checking on our destroyers. Rochefort, the Rapier. Oh yeah, she's not gonna make it. Get your torpedoes out if you can. Sagay. And back to the Strasbourg. Up to 9 kilometers now. You know what? That the secondaries on the Laube. We'll have the primaries on the Mason. See if we can't extricate the Rapier. Decent chance against a destroyer. Now that we're steadied up, we have to worry about torpedoes. Got a few left. Those are going to pass port of us. Ah, miss. Okay, they are coming to engage very closely. Shift the main guns again. Oh, we have torpedoes on this. Try to get those into the Chicago then. Alright, rudder amidships. So we finish off the Laube and get the main battery into the Frederick. Bring the rudder back around the other way, slow though she may be. Almost. I think we got her. 100% chance to hit. All 4 hit. Although it looks like a couple of those went wild. Chicago and Frederick looking pretty beat up at this point. Frederick down. Almost got the Mason. Engine room flooding. That'll be the death knell for them. .5% accuracy. Several more hits. Flooding. More flooding. She's maneuvering though. Mason surrenders. There we go, pass-through hit on the Chicago. Flash fire on the forward turret. Main battery rounds. And the Chicago slips below the waves, ending the battle. We definitely took some damage on our... all the way around actually, but we didn't lose anything. So that was pretty much a resounding victory for us. And there we go. Heavy cruisers sunk in the Med. 2 destroyers. I'm not going to fight this one out. I have full faith. I don't feel like doing a stern chase. We got one of them. That works for me. Ships damaged by mines. These are the ones, yep, these are the ones that went over to the United States. Outside of Maine. The United States turned to lose a bunch of transports. Britain signs with Denmark. Tripletania. It's okay. We launch an invasion of Peru. Ooh, the army launches back into Tripletania from Tunis. Italian Emperor officially dissolves as a maritime power. Algeria tries to break free. Egypt canceled with the United States. That seems wise. Yes, yeah, we're all over the place. Army's making some progress, but not a lot. Alright, how bad are we looking? Should we send them back? I think not. So long as we can actually... we can't do... That's right. Can't do it right away. Alright, increased tensions with the Soviets then. Financially, we have the space. We can now build everything. Resume. Oh, not everything was resumed. I missed one. There's another. That might be a little too much for us. I don't see any others left out. Did the politics financially? Yep, we are in good shape. Our transport capacity has been reduced by 30%. That's not bad at all. For remaining nations, the US has very high unrest. Half the army we do. We're equal with the Russian army. Definitely have the population upper hand. GDP is outstanding. The United States and Britain combined. Soviet Union ignorable. Oil production is 10 times any other force. Our active fleet is triple the British as the next highest. Yeah, we're doing very well. Very, very well. I mean, that's not exactly surprising. If we cannot force the invasion of Maine right now, we'll bring back these ships for repairs. And then we have the conquest of Norway. Meanwhile, we have ships heading to the other locations. We will not need more for Peru. Peru should be able to take care of itself. And see about Dutch Harbor next month. But that will be for the next episode. So I thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed. Appreciate you staying to the end. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone.